I visited the mole people underground. They live with no sun. This is about, I think, the homeless population that's kind of like made their own city under Las Vegas.
Underneath Las Vegas, there is approximately 200 miles of tunnel network. These tunnels have become a secret world for the so-called mole people.
I don't understand how they have full setups in the, what are these called? Like water channels? I don't understand how they set up furniture and technology and shit down there, because whenever it rains, it floods so bad that some of them die. It never rains. No, look up videos. Bro, what is the name? It's the Las Vegas tunnels flooding. And it gets so bad that it's like waves of water. Las Vegas tunnels flooding. Like, this is it starting. And all of that water's gonna go into the ducts. So that's why it's so dangerous for them to live down there, because it wasn't meant for homeless people. It's meant for like water escape travel, because it's such a dry area that when like an inch of rain occurs, it's like a tsunami.
It hasn't come out and seen the light of day in a long time. I don't know if I want to meet them. They might not be civil. These tunnels are 7 floors down.
Do we have any flashlights?
Hey. People turn gray down here. There are people out there that haven't seen the light of day and never will.
The city dazzles with luxury hotels, casinos, and endless entertainment. Millions of people visit.
Wow, they literally never come out? How many people live under Las Vegas? Do you think they have a stat on that? How many people live in the tunnels of Las Vegas? I would guess like a few thousand. 1,200 to 1,500 people live in the storm drain tunnels beneath Las Vegas. Some estimate the numbers even higher. Wow. So that's like a small city.
Las Vegas.
Under Las Vegas.
Every year, but many don't know what exists just below this desert paradise. The endless darkness has slowly...
Yo, you're on crack. You think I'm walking in that tunnel, pitch black? Would I pay some random guy that's going to give me a tour? Yeah, man, I'll show you the tunnels.
The way people think and behave.
I got shot in the head with a gun.
Somebody died right where we were standing last night.
Some of them were even born into this dark world. These people have no idea.
Oh no, there's like babies in there.
And they hide in these tunnels to stay away from the law.
The police radios and stuff would not work down here.
So what you're looking at is a map of the tunnels in Las Vegas. There's about 1,500 people that live in that system.
The tunnels have their own names, like neighborhoods, right?
Yeah.
Nobody on the street level knows what is going on.
Do you think the majority of the people that live in the tunnels under Vegas are people that went broke from gambling? Like, how did they even end up? Because it makes a lot of sense when there's, like, homeless people in Cali or certain big cities because it's, like, warm or there's just an influx of people. But, like, Vegas is in the middle of nowhere, right? Like, you don't become homeless and then go to Vegas. Like, there's a lot of people that become homeless and then move to California. Not move, but, like, start walking there or going there. Drugs? Yeah, because there's also, it is a big fucking, like, gambling / illegal activity hub, I guess. Relocated for a job.
Deep into the tunnels, which are connected to many other tunnels. Let's descend into darkness, where these tunnel people have built their lives.
This is the Narcan, the nasal spray. So if you see somebody overdosing, you can hit them with this, it'll bring them back. You get 30 minutes, you still have to call an ambulance. Super easy, pop it out, right in the nose.
We can't just walk in unless we're with Rob, who survived 5 years down here. The entrance is blocked with metal bars to stop people.
Why can't they go down without Rob? Because they would get, like, attacked? Like, they know Rob? Like, Rob's their in? He's, like, the middleman connection guy? So he used to live down here, and now Rob's out, like, he's not homeless anymore.
From entering, and to keep trash out during floods.
What is the worst thing that happened to you in tunnels?
Probably the flood that we had a few years ago when I lost 2 of my best friends.
The ground is...
Bro, see? Random flood, 2 of his friends died, and that's only the people that he knows. 1,500 people fucking live down here. People just drowning.
Las Vegas is extremely hard, so rainwater can't soak into the soil the way it normally would, to prevent flooding on the streets.
Oh, see, that's the type of video I was looking for.
These tunnels were...
Holy shit. Dude, literally thousands of gallons of water just... And you're, like, asleep. It's pitch black down there. You're fucking sleeping. You hear like water rushing. You don't even have time to run.
Built to direct water under the city. So when it rains, the water rushes straight into the tunnels where people are living. Even on a sunny day in the city, a rainstorm 15 miles away in the mountains can send a flood rushing down these tunnels in minutes. Every time this sudden disaster hits, people in this massive underground city lose their lives to drowning.
A lot of trash here.
We ran into Nate first. He warned us not to enter the tunnel.
Why do people go so far into the tunnel then? Like, why not hover kind of, what, because it's more safe, I guess, from, like, other people or other people that are living in the tunnel? Because, like, wouldn't you want to just live right on the outskirts of the tunnel so then you could get out?
I stay away from the deep parts of the tunnel.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, this guy only hovers at the front.
What's the reason for that?
Just because the unknown. I don't know what's down there. It gets smaller and smaller as you get to...
Okay, the curiosity would kill me, though. Like, wanting to know what's in there and what, like, people have kind of, like, brought miles into these tunnels. Like, full setups. They got a couch, TVs.
You get to where you got to crawl.
Like, this guy, was that a fucking engine?
Crawl. From what I know, these tunnels are 7 floors down.
Dead bodies? You think there's dead bodies in there? Because nobody's going in there to clean it up. So if somebody dies, they're just in there. Because they're not sending, like, firemen or people down here to come fucking collect.
Imagine, there's rooms off in these tunnels, that service rooms that anybody could be in there, you know? You'd be kidnapped, killed, hostage, burnt alive, it don't matter.
Whatever danger hides deep in the tunnels, Toby has faced it.
I'm back here in the dark, you know what I mean? Dark, dark.
What is the worst thing that happened to you down in these tunnels?
I got attacked one time, like 3 Cuban dudes. One of the guys came in my spot with the damn machete. He was one of the top dog dudes. But I handled my own, so I had a basket and I took it in there, threw it on its side, stuck poles in it, made one of them little Maltese cocktails. It's the only thing that saved me.
Anyone home, guys?
So he got into a fucking death fight in the middle of the tunnels when it was pitch black. Because 3 guys tried to, like, press him for his spot.
Territory.
Skinny Pete.
Anybody home?
Is that guy's name?
Do we have any flashlights? I'll check and see if I got one in my bag.
See, that would scare the shit out of me. I would never go down here. I would want to see what's down here, but, like, you're just walking, it's pitch black, you shine. Yeah, that's from Breaking Bad. That's one of the dealers, right? You're fucking walking, it's pitch black, you shine your flashlight, and there's just a person stoically staring off into the distance, just. And they don't even, like, they see your light, they don't even fucking look at you. Oh my God.
Do we have any flashlights?
That's so scary.
The woman, possibly under the influence of the substance, asked for Narcan.
If you actually know how to navigate, you can make it all the way underground in the tunnels without ever coming up to the surface. It can be done if you know the tunnel system well enough.
That is a fucking PC. How did they get that? And why is it a mile into the fucking tunnel? That is a disassembled PC. I don't even think the CPU's still on it. The GPU's missing.
So they're all basically connected.
Eventually, they are passageways.
For the most part.
Of course, the RAM's gone. Yeah, the RAM prices are crazy right now.
This labyrinth may not look like a home to you, but stepping into their spots without warning could get us into serious trouble. Some of them are armed and don't hesitate to use it.
You can hear the cars. You can hear it.
Oh my God.
We're in the middle of the city right now, and they're literally driving over the heads of people that are living underground.
One of the rarest points that we see sunlight.
Here it is, the city. A life they're not part of, only able to watch from the underground. It's kind of an illusion that hides everything.
Yeah, because you're kind of like stuck in. If you have no money and you're homeless in Vegas, you're not going to like leave Vegas, you know? I mean, maybe you get enough money to get like a bus ticket to go elsewhere, but it's like Vegas is in the middle of nowhere, near nothing that's like usable for homeless people. Obviously, I mean, there is probably aid for homeless people there, but like I'm wondering how they get like daily food supplies, shelter, like clothing. Because, like, a lot of Vegas, yeah, they do have shops and stuff, but I feel like it's like a gambling hub.
Later, we saw the famous Caesar's Palace Hotel through the metal grate. Above, Nevada's casinos make over $15 billion a year. Below, people live in death traps of the city.
So twice a day, the hotels drop their filtration systems. That's why it hasn't rained in forever, but it's still wet.
Wait, what? Is the poop going down there?
The smell is very bad.
In certain tunnels, water flows in from the city's drainage system, and some people use it to take showers.
There are minutes.
Was that like a did somebody bring a hot tub down here? What is this? Somebody brought like a bath?
Water flows in from the city's drainage system, and some people use it to take showers.
There are many tunnels around here.
Yo, I would be like so nervous somebody would just come out of the shadows and fucking shank me. Like he's just, you can't see anything beyond this like graffiti right here.
Without our guide, we cannot come here.
One wrong turn and you're lost.
Someone left a note, rest in peace, and there's a cross here. Apparently, someone has passed on the spot. A lot of bicycles.
He might build them and sell them.
Oh.
Because bikes are like cars out here. It's the only way of transportation. You have to have a bike to go anywhere, otherwise you have to walk all the time. It's a nightmare.
Walking inside the tunnels takes a lot of time, I guess.
Yes. I lived down here 2.5 years. I never used a flashlight.
How did you find your ways under the tunnels without flashlight?
Put my hand on the wall and your memory.
Hand on the wall, memory? You don't think your eyes adjust? It's that dark that you can't fucking see anything?
You know where everything is in your tunnel. It's your house. It's exactly the same thing out here.
Is that Tony? Yeah.
When I heard a voice echo through the tunnel, it hit different. This dark, damp tunnel that gives me goosebumps is actually where some people feel the safest and live. Here he is. At first glance...
Yeah, like, he has a whole setup. Does he, like, is it just a full wipe reset when a flood happens? You know? Because, I mean, he probably has some sort of knowledge of, like, when it's going to rain. But if it just randomly floods, does he just lose everything and then yeah, like somebody said rust wipe, actually. Like, I'm not trying to make a fucking video game reference, but it's like, it'd be like falling into lava in Minecraft. Like, you just lose all your items. Like, all this stuff. Look, he has a whole bed. He has crates, food items, shelving. Like, all that would just get swept away.
It looks like clutter, but to Tony, every single item is essential to his survival.
I've been in these tunnels for 6 years, and there has been times where we've had good people here, and it was a sense of community, but now we've got some people in here that don't give a shit about nothing but themselves. You know, just, they're bullies. Some asshole over
That's sad.
there started a fire because he's just a mean dude.
The fire didn't hurt Tony, but nearly took the life of his only companion, his cat.
This one right here was
Oh, yeah, I'm fucking scrapping, dude. You try to kill the cat, that's crossing a fucking line.
burnt from the tip of her nose to the tip of her tail. 5 days later, she's still hanging in there, thank God.
So what is the toilet situation?
Oh my God, this happened 5 days ago? Dude, that cat might die.
Here.
We have certain areas that we go to the bathroom, and she's usually a 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah.
We put a bag in it. And, yeah.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Possibly right here, but I hope not. I don't plan on being here for the rest of my life.
I mean, how do you get out of that? He's been there for 6 years. He's been homeless for 6 years. How do you, like, you have to get a job and a place to live. How? In Vegas? Like, you're not getting hired.
I mean, I'm 57 years old. I'm getting old. I just haven't been ready.
I think the big worry is, yeah, like, if you're 57, like that one guy that was smoking a cigarette in the beginning, he looked like 60, 65. If you're that old, you have a health problem. Like, you can't go to a doctor. You can't go to a hospital. You're just, like, say you have a growth. Like, you can't even get it checked out. Like, nothing. It's, like, beyond just, like, oh, I don't have insurance, right? And, you know, you only go to an urgent care when you need, like, you don't even have money to go to a fucking urgent care. Like, you can't do anything. You have an infection, you're not getting antibiotics. You're just fucking toughing it out or dying.
As 10 minutes into the tunnel, Tony wanted to return to his spot. We handed him a week's worth of supplies and kept walking deeper into the tunnels.
And there's so much randomness that could happen. Anybody could just decide to come down that tunnel and steal from you or take your stuff or attack you and then disappear, and who would know, right? It's not like it's happening on the streets where you're laying there and somebody could see you and call the cops. Like down here, it's like another layer, like not knowing what could ever happen. You could be peaceful now, come back in 2 hours, and the wrong person walks through and it could be hell, you know?
As we go deeper and deeper, the less we know about what—
Yeah, because it's so private that it offers safety, but also concern in that, like, nobody's around you. So if somebody wants to, like, walk past you and kill you, nothing's going to happen to them. Like, if you're a homeless guy on the streets in public, even if it's dark and cold outside and you're in a fucking alleyway, like, there's people around you. You're literally— there's nobody within a mile radius of you here. Somebody fucking walks by, they could just hack you to death and leave. Take your shit. What if you were born down here? I would hope that if you were living down here and you had a child, you would put them up for adoption. I would hope you would give them to the fire department, or, like, not anything would be better than this.
Dwellers make pans out of aluminum and use hand sanitizer as a heat source to cook their meals.
There are a lot of rats there.
Yes, there are.
A voice echoed ahead, and we followed it.
I'm cuckoo bananas crazy, and I came to check on my mother in Vegas and fell for a local. We ended up here. These are my people.
How long have you been down here?
About 5 years or so.
What? So she said she came here to check on her mom and then fell in love with, like, one of the homeless people here?
How long do you plan to stay here?
At least today. I don't plan much farther than today.
That's really dope. We get no long-term plans.
What is the worst things about tunnels?
Probably the lack of plumbing. And dark is rough sometimes. I can't just sit in the dark. I get a little bit panicky still, like I'm a little kid.
Darkness is not just the absence of light. It's like
I don't think that's like you're a little kid, bro. I feel like anyone in this tunnel would be terrified. That's not like, oh, I'm just a kid afraid of the dark. No, you're in a fucking tunnel with a bunch of people you don't know, and it's pitch black.
Entity that covers you and erases you from the world. Tunnel people
they got a truly black cherry.
Usually survive through stealing and dumpstering.
Some people down here do treasure.
Why are we blurring that out? What is that, a joint?
Some people down here do treasure hunting, such as collecting cables, coppers. Do you do things like that?
I collect what the drunk tourists abandon.
Oh, side story. Just remember this. I know a guy, not I have a friend. This is going to be I know a guy that, number one, the copper tubing brought it up. He had to respond to a call. He's a firefighter. Had to respond to a call of a guy that was stealing copper tubing at an abandoned house, and the electricity was still on, and it electrocuted him so fast that his body was still rigid, and it burnt the entire upper half of his body off. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. And he was like, you want to know what else is crazy? He was like, I responded to the Boeing whistleblower that died. The guy that was on the news, and he took his own life, but everybody was like, that was weird. And he was telling me about it, and he had no idea. Who's that? The Boeing whistleblower that was, like, going against, like, the Boeing company, saying that there was, like, factory problems, and they were kind of ignoring it. Shit like that. Like, I mean, that's, like, if you know about the news. If you know what I'm talking about, crazy. I was like, you responded to that? He said, yeah, he didn't even know who it was. He didn't know who it was until after the fact, and he was like, I'm not going to tell anymore. I'm not going to tell anymore. I'm not going to get into the details, but I just thought that was crazy. I was like, I've known you for so long. You didn't bring that up. He was like, well, I don't know.
And they pay. I collect what the drunk tourists abandon. They go to Louis Vuitton and they pay $3,000 for a t-shirt, and then they win $100 on a slot machine, and they get so excited that they jump up and down and they leave their $3,000 purchase right there to go cash in their winnings. And they remember that they spent that money, 2 days later, because they've been day drinking in the sun, and they plan to lose $10,000 a day while they're here.
What do you think of people losing thousands of dollars to machines?
It's the American way. Decadence and excess and debauchery.
I don't even think it's the American way. I think it is a flaw in human biology that we are incapable of recognizing. Well, actually, we are capable of recognizing the odds of wins and losses, but you are so much more enthralled by the potential to win millions that you don't care. It's a dopamine rush. That's why they're all flashy and colorful. There's no windows in casinos. They give you free drinks. They're panning into your brain's anatomy, knowing that they're basically crafting the perfect situation for you to be happy and okay with losing tons of money.
This is why people come here on vacation.
Then Beverly showed up in the darkness.
For how long have you been down here?
Probably 8 or 9 years.
I've done online gambling and in-person gambling, and it depends on the person that you're saying, which is also different from sports betting. I do sports betting all the time, and that's its own conversation. But it's like online casino gambling versus in-person casino gambling. In person, I will lose 3-4 times as much as online. The dopamine from sitting in front of a slot machine, actually at a roulette wheel, playing a game while you're drinking versus like sitting and watching a screen, it's not even comparable.
How is the situation here when it rains?
Horrific. Very scary. I've been caught up in it twice, and one of the times I really didn't think I was going to make it out.
What do you think about Las Vegas City?
A lot of it's almost like wallpaper, you know, like it's just made to look good, you know. These big casinos aren't built on winners.
Do you change your spot time to time, or do you always stay right here?
Oh no, it definitely changed.
What is the hardest thing about tunnels?
She packed years of disappointment into one word.
The people.
Even this deep down, there's stuff all
I mean, yeah, being alone would be, like, if you knew that nobody would fuck with you, it would be a hell of a lot easier to be down here.
all over. Some of it was probably brought in by the flood, some carried in with shopping carts. After walking for another 20 minutes, we came across an eerie shadow stretched across the wall.
Don't shoot. We don't mean any harm.
Before we go further in the tunnel, I want to share how my Heritage DNA kit helped me.
Bruh.
Hey there. How are you? Look at this trash.
Yo, he's got a whole fucking survival tent. Like, where did he find that? They had to have bought that. It's like an expensive-ass tent.
Hey there. How are you?
Oh, I'd be so scared of that dog, bro.
We first offered him some supplies, then he invited us into his tent.
This is where this guy sleeps. He puts his clothes here. This is his table, kind of workstation.
6 years ago, I moved to Vegas alone, and my parents died in 2018. It's the 2 years I've been down here, if not more. So.
How do you find water and food?
I go turn on the fire hydrant right around the corner from here. I have my food stamp card, but if I really, really have to, I'll go steal food.
How do you stay safe?
Where do you steal food, though? Like buffets in Vegas? Like you're going into the casino or something and just grabbing food and dipping?
In this tunnel.
Like everywhere else, you just gotta watch your back.
There's a scar on your forehead. What happened?
I got hit in the head with a 2x4. And
what the fuck?
Got 11 stitches.
In here?
Yeah.
What was the reason?
Over a bike. Bikes are a hot commodity in this area, and a lot of people need them, you know.
Have you ever seen...
It is weird how the people they're interviewing have different things. Like, he seems like he's pretty geared up comparable to a lot of the other people. Like, there was one guy that literally just had a shopping cart and a chair. That woman had a whole bed. He has a fucking tent, a whole setup, a dog, a table.
And someone at the moment their life was taken.
Yeah, he seems really chill.
Unfortunately, yeah. I remember hearing somebody come in and 2 shots go off. He got hit in his back and in his neck. And before I knew it, he was standing right in front of me with a white t-shirt on that was turning red really fast. It was his brother who shot him.
The psychology of being down here in the darkness must be
He watched a guy kill his brother in front of him in the tunnels.
Really hard.
Some people can't take it. There are people out there that haven't seen the light of day and never will. People that turn gray down here, like.
Really?
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it. At night.
Oh my God, like vitamin D deficiency. They never leave the tunnels, constantly in the dark. And it's also like, if you're down here for such an extended period of time, the sun's probably disturbing, you know? Like you almost become nocturnal in that you don't even want to leave unless it's nighttime, because it's like leaving. Like, imagine, you know, when you go to a movie theater and you're there for 3 hours and you leave and it's so bright and it fucks you with your eyes. Like, imagine that, but like days in the dark, weeks in the dark.
It sounds like there's people walking.
Like you would walk outside, it'd be actually blinding.
Right outside your tent.
Like you wouldn't be able to see.
And multiple times I've gone out there and there'd be nothing. You never know who you're going to run into down here. That's for sure.
Here in the dark, most of them lose their ID cards and never get them back. Without an ID, they can't apply for a job, rent a place, or access social services because they don't officially exist according to the system.
It's a roadblock. It's not really true, though. Yes, they need those things, but if I handed out IDs today to every single one of them, they'll
yeah, they still want to go get help.
Still be here tomorrow. There's a lot of things happening at the same time. Traumas, mental health, all these things we need to address. I was like 2 years, 3 years homeless, walking down the street, and I saw 3 people that I knew having a sword fight in the middle of the night. I heard cling, cling, I saw blood, I looked at it, it was like nothing to me. That's what happens out here. You become traumatized and used to these situations.
Phil once lived in a house with a pool.
How did he get out, though? How did he get out? Like, I feel like you need somebody, you need to show willingness to leave and also have somebody to lean on to get out. Because it's not as simple as just like, oh, I'm going to get a job, because you still don't have enough money to like be presentable and go to work. I mean, it depends on the job and what you're getting, but like, how do you go from being homeless and living in the tunnels for 6 years to being able to afford an apartment and also like clean yourself up, go to work?
But after retiring, life slowly pulled him underground.
The police radios and stuff would not work down here.
For the people that are like all on black, bro, all on black, you're like, oh, just fucking gamble it. Do you know how much money it cost? Dude, yeah, maybe you somehow scrounge up $100 as a homeless guy and you fucking run it up to $2,000. All right, you can afford the worst apartment in Vegas for 1 month. Still don't have food, can't pay electric bills, can't pay fucking water bills. You still don't have enough money to fucking survive.
That lured a lot of people down here.
How long have you been in the tunnels?
8 to 10 years.
What was the
10 years? Oh my God.
worst thing that happened to you in the tunnels?
Possibly getting caught up into one of the floods that came through, because it takes about 10 minutes for the water to be about 8 feet high. We have no warning system telling us there's water coming other than to hear the water itself. There used to be signs down here that said, the current never lose, which is very true. We've lost quite a few people. The hardest things in the tunnels is losing the things you gathered over the years.
Just weeks after this interview,
you know what's fucked too is the people of Vegas, or the government in Vegas. In the beginning you saw them kind of climb through that caged area that might have been trying to block them off. If they really wanted to, they could make it so you couldn't enter the tunnels. But they don't want to do that because then there's a bunch of homeless people in Vegas on the streets constantly, and that's a vibe killer for the fucking people coming from another country to come gamble in Vegas to see a crackhead on the side of the street. So they kind of not force you, but they kind of get you to go down the tunnels because they don't want you to they don't want you to be in the public. They want you to be underground where people can't see you.
We got word that Phil passed away.
That happens anyway. I mean, it happens in other cities too, like Skid Row. I mean, you see it, or like Kensington. Like, there's a lot of like government, a lot of city districts that kind of half enclose people into certain areas.
Just weeks after this interview, we got word that Phil passed away.
He died? Oh, wow.
Walk through the tunnel. Mineral deposits on the ceiling catch our eye.
So there's water that's leaking through. That's the calcium from the water.
These show that rain makes its way in again and again. Who knows how many times the flood destroyed homes and took lives. We're going ahead. Someone has created a memorial here.
Somebody passed away. Dixie Heart, roses.
When it floods, they have 20 minutes to escape. If the current or floating debris doesn't,
oh my God, you're just running in the dark,
trap them inside first. This tunnel is full of puddles with a constant breeze blowing through.
my God, here we go again.
The ground is a mix of sewage, trash, and human waste. And now, all of it is soaking into my shoes.
Everywhere.
Yeah, I keep forgetting it probably smells like fucking shit. Constantly.
Trash. And dead animals.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
A dead rat. It is from a casino?
Yeah.
Oh my. Our feet are wet, but that's how we roll here. We have to keep going.
We are walking in this tunnel, going on and on to find Rob's old friend, who's been living down.
Yo, they can't even, if they have their, actually, I didn't even fucking think about this. For the people that were, I don't know if they were joking or not, going, hey, they could just go gamble, they can't. Because if they get money, when you go gamble at a casino and you get chips or you get a ticket of your, fucking slot machine winnings and you have to go cash it in, regardless of whether or not you look 21, you have to hand them your ID because they scan it before they give you your money back. So if you don't have an ID, you're not able to get winnings. Like if you come in with $100, you turn it to chips, you run that up to 10K in chips. It's only needed if you win above 10K. No, that's when you get a tax form. I'm pretty sure you still need an ID. At least in AC, when I gamble, every time I've ever won money at a casino, I've had to give them my ID when I get money. I don't know. Maybe not for a slot machine. If you're going to like a ticket, like it would be like basically an ATM, but the reverse, where like you put in winnings and then it gives you out. I don't know. Not at a sports book.
The moldy gray walls started to fill with color, and then we walked right into what looked like
You don't need an ID at a sports book, Zeusy? Like for winnings?
Underground art.
I feel like you would at least need an ID to place an IRL bet. Online you do.
Art studio.
Someone built their own gallery down here.
Sad thing is
that a fucking Rocket League car?
Art studio.
Someone built their own
I think I'm just brain rotted.
gallery down here.
Sad thing is, one heavy rain could wash it all away.
That's actually really good art, too.
Jay's tunnel is furnished with salvaged materials. There are all kinds of random stuff. A baby stroller, bags, toys, but everything is surprisingly well organized.
Yeah, my name's Jay. I live in the flood tunnels down here for like pretty much ever, like 8 or 9 years. I moved out here, all my luggage is stolen, my ID, everything. Basically welcome to Vegas with $27 in my pocket. There is really no safe anywhere. You'll get robbed by other homeless people, you'll get robbed by the police.
This is where each day begins and ends for him.
What happens when they come to them?
You go to jail.
What?
Yo, don't you go a little insane too? Where it's like, if you're in the darkest parts of the tunnels where like you can't really see light on one side or the other, and you don't have technology, you wake up and you don't even know what time it is. You have no idea how long you've been asleep. You could have been asleep an hour, 8 hours. You're kind of just gauging it off of how you feel.
Go to jail for trespassing.
Whose property is this?
This is by state property. It's a flood zone. They put you in jail for anything. I went to jail the other night for being on the boulevard.
They are the undesirables. The government banned them from everywhere. People often see these individuals as potential criminals, but Jay is tired of the
I hate being hated by most everybody for what other people do. Not all homeless people are bad. Every day at war with myself, it's just not worth it.
Stigma. With time, he developed survival tactics.
There's really no food or water here. There's water in the back.
If you're homeless, just steal and go to jail. You get food and bad thoughts. People do that. In a lot of colder regions, people do that, where they'll purposefully do petty theft or crime so they don't go to prison. They just repeatedly go to jail. But I mean, that's also not helping you, long term. Then it's like yes, you have you get like air conditioning or whatever, but like now you're in jail, you have even less freedom.
Yes, but it's all like wastewater. I usually eat what people throw out. Everything you see here, I found in the trash.
How do you get shower here?
Basically with a 5-gallon bucket of water.
What exactly happened to your eye, if you don't mind?
Shot in the head with a .45. I don't remember none of
How
that.
did he fucking live? He got shot in the head?
What is the worst thing that happened to you here?
Probably the whole haunting situation, like shit following me. I mean, I've seen demons. It'll move stuff. It'll make stuff disappear. Like, I'll be laying on my bed, it'll move the bed. It'll mimic people's voices. It'll call, like, from outside, call down the tunnel my name. Just go in the back, hang out for 15 minutes with no flashlight. Tell me what you think.
What have you seen exactly?
Oh my God, what, like you fucking started losing your mind in the dark?
Looks like a man, very thin, probably 6'5". Got a very
the Hat Man?
Pointed. Looks like a man, very thin, probably 6'5". Got a very pointed nose, no arms or legs. It moves so smoothly. If it's totally pitch black, you can clearly see it. It's blacker than black. That's the thing that drops the temperature.
What are you planning for future? Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Dead. I don't know.
Oh.
Everybody's like 2 paychecks away from being homeless.
Every tunnel has its own identity, depending on who lives in it.
You can see a lot of needles here. Disgusting.
Where was I where I was thinking about that? I always wonder how in certain areas that have such high costs of living, how people make ends meet that have regular jobs, you know? Like being a barista in Los Angeles. Like, do you live outside of LA and then you like commute in? Like, how do you make enough money even with roommates? How do you live in like New York City as just somebody that's, you know, fucking, I guess, working 35, 40 hours a week at like a regular, you know, 9 to 5? A lot of side hustles. That's what I'm thinking. Lots of roommates, lots of side hustles. You're kind of living on the outskirts of the city. It's like, fuck, dude. Multiple jobs, good budgeting. Yeah, it has to be. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why if you're somebody in New York City, you're living in a shoebox apartment that you're sharing with somebody with a shared bathroom. You're working a minimum wage job. You're not working 40 hours a week. You're working 70, you know, to be able to fucking make enough money. And you're never even home. That's like, we watched one video about, I mean, this is just different New York City versus Vegas. It's probably very similar in Vegas, but it's like, we watched the one video about one of the smallest apartments in New York City, and the person they were interviewing was like, I just need somewhere to crash. You know, they're never home because they're always working. If they ever have free time or money, they're not going to stay at their apartment. They're just going to go spend it elsewhere. So it's like, they're literally just paying fucking thousands of dollars a month to just fucking have somewhere to fall asleep for 8 hours and get back up.
Life.
Do you have contacts of your family?
Somewhat.
What do they think that you're doing right now?
They don't ask.
What did you do before you came to these tunnels?
Before I was in this situation, I was a family man. 2 boys, 1 girl. They still live out here. My son just turned 17 last month.
When is the last time did you see them?
10 years ago.
Oh. What is the worst
He hasn't seen his son since he was 7.
thing that happened to you in these tunnels?
Somebody died right where we were standing last night.
Last night?
Last night.
How?
OD. Life is precious. And short.
Nearly 7 out of 10 Americans live paycheck to paycheck, barely making ends meet. For many, it takes just one unexpected event to lose their financial stability.
Oh my God. We were in the tunnels and you can see the Caesar's Palace on that side. This is a drama. If you want to shine a light into these tunnels, consider donating to the Shine a Light Foundation. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more documentaries like this. Huge thanks to MyHeritage for sponsoring.
Oh my gosh, man. That was a sad fucking video, bro. Dystopian, really scary. This is the society we live in. Yeah, bro. But let's give tax breaks to people that make fucking $100 million a year. What a fucking great idea that is. Oh, 7 out of 10 Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Why don't we vote for people that fucking, sorry, I'm not trying to make it political. It's just fucking insane, man. Like CEOs. And this is coming from somebody, I make good money, right? Like I should get taxed more. I should get taxed more. I'm not going to sit here and argue that I need to make more money. Is it annoying that I have to fucking pay a lot in taxes? Yeah, but it's like, I'm the guy to pay it. Why the fuck are we sitting here going, oh yeah, actually, why don't we give more people, why don't we make Elon Musk a trillionaire? What a great idea. That'll solve society. The trickle-down effect. The trickle-down effect. Once Elon Musk has $1 trillion, he'll start handing it out to everybody else. We'll start handing it out. Eventually, yeah, that's what's gonna fix it. Once he gets $1,000 billion, then that money will start getting redistributed to the average American. Fucking hell, man. Like, there are billionaires that do donate a shitload of money. I'm pretty sure Jeff Bezos' wife gave billions of dollars away. I know the Bill Gates family, or the Gates family, does a lot of stuff. But, like, fuck, man. Only political take for today. I believe no one should be a billionaire. I think that you could reach $999 million, and after that, it is a hard cap. You've won at life. You should not. You can work. You can't own a business anymore. Shit's got, maybe you could be like a supervisor. You should not be able to get more money. Your net worth should be capped at $999 million. And that's a lot of fucking money. Next video.